This is what we're going to kick off with for your entertainment. The round of 16 all the way to the semi-finals. Brazil and Spain will get us rolling. Hungary and Argentina, Kazakhstan, Moldova, and all the way through. Pick out your favourites, I'm sure. There's Paralympic champions in there, world champions in there. And champions of every continent gathered for your entertainment. Well, as we wait for the big blast with the big baton, consider that to win in judo you need the ippon, the big throw. If you can't get that, you're looking for wazari. Similar throw, but with less force and speed. But with plenty of force and plenty of speed, we now have our honoured guest, Roland Diko. Well, merci indeed to Roland Diko, of course, from the French fans, and of course everyone in the judo community. The two-time bronze medalist, the two-time team champ as well, exits the tatami with a bow, and of course that is central to every martial art. And this way of maximum efficiency and minimum effort, which I think are really words to live by. Who's going to get by, as we see the ones already into the quarterfinals by virtue of their rankings. And of course, there is a referee in charge of proceedings. We'll be listening for the Japanese terms used, principally hajime, to get them started. The judoka, they will not want to hear the word shido, which is penalty. Give 3 penalties away, basically for being too inactive, for being too passive. 3 penalties and it is game over. They'll be wanting to avoid that, of course. Lovely moments for Larissa Oliveira da Silva, flanked there by her coach Jean Bragança. Maria Manzanero Ruiz alongside Marina Fernandez, the coach, in the corner for this one. 4 minutes, and you'll see the referee doing the job also of guiding the athletes. This one, the J1 category, so athletes legally blind. In J2, they have a visual impairment of varying degrees, all of which is classified. Wonderful scenes for 2 judoka who know exactly what it means the player in blue, Ao, that's the blue colour, and Ray as they bow. Straight into it. The objective, of course, to try and throw your opponent. If you can get them straight onto the back with a big throw, it would be a straight ippon. And the Wazari for the halfway house if you land on your side or not with the full force. The referee will let them work away here as they try to go to ground. You can use the Osai Komiwaza, the holding techniques, or indeed the Shimiwaza, the locking up and strangling techniques, or Kansetsu Waza for the arm locks. But locked up with the arms of the referee as they now get to grips with each other once more. And of course relying on their hearing. Not easy in this packed arena. Maria Mancero in blue trying to get that arm out there. The social work studies student in the Complutense University in Madrid, and it's pretty intense here. Can she get the hold down for 20 seconds? Was it a continuous movement? The referee looking. So groundwork time. Osaka Miwaza techniques. But hanging on in there, Larissa Oliveira de Silva. At some point, the referee will look at standing them up. And it's exactly at that point. And also, if you get a chance, when you see any penalties or any scores, the referee will actually trace it on the palm of the hand of the athlete. As we see both coaches intensely looking on here. Jaume Bragança, the Brazilian team coach. And Maria Fernandes will be happy with the work of the young Spaniard, the 20-year-old, working away here. Mate called, which is to pause to get them back. So far, no Shidos. If you look at the score in your corner, you'll see a little yellow card will appear if there's any untoward conduct. Maria Mancero Ruiz so far has been the aggressor, trying to get some sort of angle to get the throw on. No respite, forearms already beginning to feel it. There's an attempt just to sweep that leg and get the throw onto the back. Oliveira de Silva, the top 10 in the worlds, 5th at the Pan American Games most recently, in those Parapans in Chile. And it is pretty chilly here. Heavy rain was in the warm-up area. Pretty cold in there, so they're warming up nicely now. Maria Ruiz, the Spaniard, 7th place at the World Championships and a couple of bronze medals, most recently in Rotterdam at that multi-sport European Championships. It's a bigger event now, Paralympic Games, as we move into a minute and some change. Azarano Ruiz Has a good hold of this arm here. Can she force at least the shoulder down? The referee's giving the clock. The count is on. Nice extrication there. Gets out of it. It's the first little penalty warning there. It's now been wiped away. Apologies. Concern now for Marina Fernandez into the last minute. You can get the dominant grip, use it almost as a steering wheel to turn the arms. Good little attempt at the leg trip there just to try and force the throw. The aggression from the Brazilian, Oliveira da Silva. But Mate called the pause to stand them up again. Well, if we get to the end of the 4 minutes, it could go to golden score. Yeah, the first Shido there, that's the warning. It was traced on the hand there of Maria Mancero Ruiz, so she knows that she's given away that yellow card. 3 of those and it's game over, but there's not going to be enough time for that. Time for a sacrifice throw attempt there from the Spaniard, who hits the back. Can she be held down? Referee looking and counting. If it goes above the 20 seconds, it will count as the full ippon. She's got the strength. Larissa Oliveira da Silva from Belém in Brazil gets the ippon to the Osaka Aomi Waza holding technique, holding her down there. And that's going to be the first win on the board for the Brazilian. This will be confirmed to them now as they're turned around. The referee gives the final signal. And the victory goes to Larissa Oliveira da Silva of Brazil. And a warm congratulations there. Maria Ruiz Mancero will be hoping that she can get herself into the repechage considerations. But it's the considerate work of our centre referee bringing them back to their respective coaches. Larissa Oliveira da Silva from the Club de Futebol para Pegos back in Brazil. She says, I've always liked martial arts, I've always liked the discipline. And she's shown that discipline and quality to make it through. So the next match up now, there we have Flora Boriani from Hungary, born in Győr, just near Budapest. And here comes Paula Karina Gomez from Merlo in Argentina, alongside her national coach Guillermo Traba. And already waiting on the mat for the action. Flora Boriani and her coach just in the corner. Bertalan Hahidos, part of the coaching duo with Dennis Tanser. And she picked up the sport. She said, I was hyperactive as a kid, loved this, loved the action. 7th place at the Paralympic Games in Rio. That's the athlete on your left. and recent bronze medalist at the European Championships. Also finishing 7th back in Rio. And 5th at the World Championships. That's the athlete in blue straight away there. Karina Gomez. So Ippon, Wazari or anyway by penalties. As we see the view on from the coach there. 3 penalties and it's over. Wazari's kind of a half score, a half pointer if you like. And that's if the opponent lands on their side or partially on their back or indeed on their elbows. Or if you hold the opponent down for less than the required 20 seconds. That's a good throw. That's a straight out Ippon signal there. And the referee will let them know. Wonderful start there. Flora Boragni. Well, blooming here in the Champ de Mars Arena. Just waiting for the Ippon to be confirmed. The referee having a look over at the review jurors just to make sure. A nod of the head, and there is the signal. Ippon is wiped off. So that was worth checking there. It was a good throw. Obviously wasn't significant enough to get the full 10-pointer, let's call it. Karina Gomez working well, trying to get that overhook now. The big throw attempt. Flora Boragni has been very aggressive here at the start. Big throw this time again. Gomez waiting for the confirmation. And a grimace plus a smile there, Karina Gomez. We'll be waiting for the Ippon to be confirmed. It was signalled by the referee, and it is now signalled that it's complete. The elation there, obvious. Into the quarter-finals now. Well, she became the first athlete to represent Argentina in Judo at the Paralympic Games back in Rio. A warm embrace and a nice kiss there, sealed with a kiss from Karina. Flora Boragni of Hungary. Will she get the chance to go in the repechage? But into the quarter-finals now goes Argentina's Karina Gomez, and wonderful for her. Perfect from Paula in Paris. The power, the precision, and that second phase turnover. And on we move now, Kazakhstan against Moldova. This, of course, the round of 16 in the J1 category. Alfia Tekavil will take a bow. The judoka from Ataru in Kazakhstan. Well, all smiles, Ina Cherney. She will get us underway. Kathleen Friedrich of Hungary, the referee in charge. As they go arm in arm to the centre here. Well, Moerenbeek Betov, the coach, and also by way for Moldova there. Vitaly Gligor leading in his athlete, and who can lead the charge here, both ranked number 13 at the World Championships and at the Asian Paralympic Championships on the left as you look at it in Hangzhou. 4th place for Alfaya, and 5th place at the European Championships for the Moldovan Chernay. Ina Chernay, can she have her way? Tries with that little reap of the leg on the outside. You have Osotogari and Kosotogari techniques that you can go for. Tries for it. Good defensive work there from Chernay. Well, the Tachiwaza standing techniques at the moment, trying to get some sort of grip to get the throw. That's where they start off. Change of position from both. Trying to get that dominant grip, also important. As Alfia Tlekkabel pushes herself back, keeps the waist back, keeps the legs back, tries for the sacrifice throw. It's going to be a Wazari, landed on the side. Good start from Alfaya. Well, she's got plenty of hobbies. She loves singing, playing the piano, playing the guitar. And she's hit the right notes so far. She actually works as a singer and recording artist back in Kazakhstan, trying to record another score. Here's got that one Wazari. Ina Chernay, to her credit, trying to bridge that gap. The big arm over the top as the referee will step in. Sleeve grip and lapel grip from both. You can get the right over left as we look at it. Ina Chernay was noticed by our coach Vitaly Gligor when they were out walking, and she's now. There's been no walk in the park so far in Paris for the Moldovan. As a coach and mentor, Vitaly. She mentioned that judo challenges me every day to get better, to work, to improve, and it allows me to grow as a person. I'm confident now, not afraid of anything. Lack of fear, obvious. Lack of points as well. Ina Chernay, can she get it going? Alfia Tlekkabel. Good attempt to get that overhook, and throwing over for a second Wazari, or Ippon in fact, was signalled. A full continuous throw there. Alfia Tlekkabel of Kazakhstan, absolutely elated there with that technique. All smiles now from the Kazakh judoka. And for Ina Chernay of Moldova, well, it's all over for the moment. She may get the salvation of the repechage. Alfia Tlekkabel. Well, she will take a bow, will take a bill. And Alfia was on fire there as she fires herself into the quarterfinals. Congratulations to Kazakhstan. A final bout. And into the quarterfinals she goes. Henry Borges, representing Uruguay, from Artigas, the 41-year-old. And Zhu Shuwen, the 23-year-old, making his way in from the Hunan province, with Wang Kun Chai, the coach, in the corner. On the left, as you look at it, 5th place at the Paralympic Games. This now his 5th Paralympic Games overall for Henry Borges. He's been near the podium twice. Zhu Xiwen, of course, just coming into the sport and making his debut at the Paralympic Games. He got involved in the sport at age 9 in Montevideo. Did the man in white. And here in Paris, he's trying to keep up the pressure early. Well, his wife, Marina Menderos, also represented Uruguay in the para-judo. And their dream is to start their own judo club. Can they do it with a possible medal tally on the board here? Good attempt there at the seonagi, dropping down. But good anticipation there from Zhu Xiwen from the People's Republic of China. And of course, if you're brand new to it, the object, of course, to get the ippon, the big throw them onto their back for the full point scores. If you throw them onto their side or hold them down for less than 20 seconds, you'll get the wazari, 2 of those and you win. The other way to win, of course, 3 shidos, 3 penalties, but so far neither paying the penalty as they go to ground and work away here. And you can tap out if it gets too brutal and painful. Zhu in blue almost had the dominant position, but good sacrifice attempt there from Henry Borges. And the man from Uruguay making his debut 20 years ago for the national team, just does well to pull his leg out of the way there. Zhu Xiwen trying to reap that inside leg. Didn't reap any rewards. J1 category, round of 16 here. The men 60 kilograms not beginning to get any real momentum, cancelling each other out. You can have the golden score round. Still 2.5 minutes to decide, to try and get something on the board for either. Zhu trying to turn that right hand over, goes for the seonagi attempt to drop down. Good from Zhu. Tries to force Borges onto his back, but not in that continuous movement. Good. You're allowed to control the leg now, the modification in the rules, to the consternation of some, to the delight of others. Well, tangled up in blue here in Paris, trying to get that arm out. Possibilities now for Zhu Qi-wen. Kansu Waza trying to look for that arm lock technique. Can he get his opponent to say Matai? No, he cannot, because the referee says Mate, pause, stand up. And you can only imagine, unless you're doing the sport yourself, how difficult it is to be constantly engaged, arms constantly locked up. 20 years separate them in terms of age, but not much in terms of ambition. The Paralympic debutant on the right, the 5-time Paralympian in white. He picked up the sport at age 9 in Montevideo. He says he wants to explain that beyond medals and the first to score wins. And there is the Wazari signalled. Zhu Qi-wen went for it. It's confirmed. The referee traces that on his hand to let him know. I think he knew himself, but there's a W was just traced on his hand for the Wazari, but also for the win. Zhu Qi-wen waiting for the final confirmation. And there he is, the winner from the People's Republic of China. Zhu Qi-wen, a warm embrace with Henri Borges as both men have embraced the big occasion here at the Champ de Mars. Good progress to the quarterfinals now. And the young man from Hunan. There's a final embrace with his coach, Wang Kun-chai. Game plan correct. And good Wazari, the half-pointer there. Points his way forward as we point our way forward for Algeria against Thailand. Abdelkader Balmer, ranked number 8 in this one. The 41-year-old. Well, Vitung Kongsuk, also a more senior campaigner as well, 43 years young. Tavasak Pankum, the coach, in the corner. John Ramekers, the referee in charge of this one. Well, Bowmaker, as he makes his way in here, just recovering from a recent knee injury, the man from Algeria. Sustained at the Grand Prix in Heidelberg in Germany, but it's the Grand Palais Ephemeral for the grandest of stages now against the 7th place Asian Para Games athlete. Kongsuk Viton has tried plenty of different para sports as he tries to get some sort of score registered here. Goalball, athletics, swimming. He's having to grow to great lengths here and go through the depths of his repertoire to try and get a score on the board. Abdelkader, the man on top. So of course, if you're watching it for the first time, you're looking for the athletes to try and get them onto the back with force, with speed, with control. do, that's called an ippon. You get less than that, it's called wazari. 2 of those and you win. And if you're fighting on the floor like this, although the referee's going to stand them up, you want to hold them down for 20 seconds for a submission. The referee needs to see an attack every 30 seconds. Otherwise you could be in Judo territory. 3 of those and you're in trouble, you're out. And you can't go outside that contest area as they stray towards the edge of the yellow mats. Kongsuk Viton. Thai judoka. The man in the owl, the blue. Boomer Abdul Kadir trying to get to grips here. Left hand on the inside lapel. Keeping very defensive, keeping his back and his legs out of the way. The man from Algeria tries with the leg sweep plus the throw. Getting that drive to survive. A couple of minutes have gone. Well, no real concern for Team Thailand's coach there, Tavasak Pangkom. Tries to get that Ippon Seoinage attempt there. That's to drop down and throw your opponent over your shoulder. There are a lot of other Japanese terms that I'm staying well away from. We'll rely on our real experts to let you know that in the medal matches. But that's the first Shido penalty there. Not too much passivity for Viton Kongsuk. From the Nei Waza, that's the groundwork. The referee's going to stand the back up for the Taki Waza, the standing techniques. As you can see, outstanding fitness here. Both men into their 40s, but both men in supreme condition. Abdelkader Boumer, has he got one arm down? The clock has started. Kongsuk Viton in trouble. The man from Thailand, if he's held down for 20 seconds, it could be game over. It could be an opportunity for Algeria to progress. 5 seconds from the quarterfinals now. Boomer Abdelkader. How quickly things can change. The tenacity and the technique there. And the man from Algeria will get a little eye traced there on his finger. A little straight line saying Ippon. And he will know. And a little shake of the head there from Viton Kongsuk. Confirmation then from Algeria. The winner is Abdelkader Boumer. Arm in arm they go. And he's grabbed himself a spot in the quarterfinals. So on we move to the women's under 57 kilogram quarter-final from the People's Republic of China. Shi Yu-ji against Amireva Uljon from Uzbekistan. And They're somewhere behind those Stargate entrances, and here they come. Well, the Asian Games champion, ranked #1 from the Hunan province, and who knows what she can produce as Uljon Amrieva. Apologies there, we just read out the wrong athletes. It was 2 match running at the same time. And there is She Yujie. And there we are, Uljon Amrieva, the 25-year-old from Tashkent. Took 3rd place at the Asian Para Games a couple of years ago now. Anna Safrakova from Czechia will be checking out who's in charge, but who was in charge at the Asian Para Games? Well, the champion. And she is in white here from the People's Republic of China, She Yujie. There's her bowing on the way in. Li Yuha, the coach, in the corner. And our Chinese athlete, she took up the sport in 2013. A special education camp in Hunan province. She's been in the provincial team and national team since then. She trains for 7 hours a day and loves the competition and the results. Can she get a result here against Amrieva Uljon, the Uzbek in blue? The taller of the two, but that matters not in judo. Both athletes, the J1 category, that's completely blind, legally blind. That's why they've got the red dot on the back of their judo gi. That's the uniform. And that's also why they start in that gripped up position. Other than that, exactly the same rules. Throw your opponent with good sport, good speed and force onto the back, like so. You'll get the ippon, that's the big score. Uljon Amrieva unaware that has been confirmed. The referee will trace that eye shape on the finger, and then we'll confirm it with the video review team just to make sure. But it looked a very good and clean technique. We'll wait for the final hand signal as they come back to the centre. Good work from the referee, and very impressive work. She Yujie takes the win by ippon, the big throw. And she will take her spot into the semi-finals of the women's under 57 kilograms J1 category. Amrieva Uljon, well, she'll be looking to progress in the repechage. But from the People's Republic of China, She Yujie into the semis. So the quarterfinals now. Priscilla Gagne from Canada. Juliana Mutea. And there she is, Priscilla. From Granby in Quebec. Place of residence now, Montreal. And Melissa Orivella de Silva makes her way through. She's already got 1 win on the board. And from Belém in Brazil, just helped up there towards our centre referee. by her coach, Alexandra Garcia, and also Jam Bragança, the duo for the national team for Brazil. And Priscilla Gagné, her last one here, silver medalist in Tokyo, world silver at the most recent championships in Baku as well. And from Everest College in Barrie, Ontario. What can Pris produce here? Well, she cites Andres Sajic, her long-term coach, as his ability to be a mentor, a guide. Also was a top-class judoka in his time for Poland. And he knows how to get the best out of us, that's what she says. He knows how to push us to our limit and not beyond, so that we're always learning and working. And if he asks me to do it, I'll trust him and do it. She's trying to do it so far. Larissa Oliveira da Silva, though, has already been out. She's got one win on the board. So the Brazilian used to the tatami here. And she took up the sport because she liked martial arts. She was invited to a physical education day, went to 2 or 3 lessons, and they kept her contact details, called her back. And that callback has resulted in a possibility now to get to the Paralympic Games semi-final. Worry not, the big gong in the background is for tatami 1. And there is Shido 1 on the board for Priscilla Gagné. 3 of those yellow cards, you will lose the contest. And there is her coach and mentor. And Andres Sajid keeping a close watch and a close call. This one a close contest. Tries to reap the inside leg to get that hip toss throw. Good attempted Seonagi, but good defensive work there. Larissa Oliveira da Silva went for that sacrifice throw precision, but there was the precision of Priscilla in Paris. She gets herself out of it. However, as Larissa Oliveira da Silva has a hold of the arm. There's a signal given there of Ippon. Was there a tap out on the inside? Just slightly out of her reaches, but moving forward now to the semi-finals by Ippon. There was indeed the tap out, it's been confirmed. And tapping on the door now of the semi-finals. We wait for confirmation, and there it is. Priscilla Gagné, well, she has gagné here in Paris. She takes the win. And a nice warm embrace there with Larissa Oliveira da Silva. But embracing the big occasion, Priscilla Gagné, winner by Ippon, and into the semi-finals. Her last Paralympic Games, or so she says. Going to give it everything in this one. Larissa Oliveira da Silva will be into the repechage. From the USA and from Argentina is our next quarter-final in the women's 57s. Liana Mutea, originally from the Philippines, from Manila. Can she provide a thriller here? Well, Paula Karina Gomez already with one win on the board. The 39-year-old, ranked number 5. She was 7th at the last Paralympic Games as Hanna Safrikova from Czechia brings them in. And for the USA, Liana Mutaya, 9th at the last Paralympic Games in Tokyo, bronze at the last World Championships. From the El Idrissi Judo Academy back in Philadelphia. was her parents that guided her into judo. She said she was involved in wrestling and a bit of judo just to try and stay in shape, and then she was spotted by the USA team officials. And she said, I was really surprised, but I just kind of rolled with the punches. I didn't know if I had a future in the sport. It's a future that she's going to land. The big throw there. The future continues brightly for Liana Mutaya. She's on fire on the mat here. And she says, I hope I'm a positive influence on people around the world. Even if there's a million obstacles in your way, you just keep going. And she just keeps going here. Liana Mutaya, emotional now. A warm embrace. Two athletes that know each other extremely well. Paula Karina Gomez. The two coaches deep in chat there. I'm sure that Walter Durvanci, the national coach, along with Guillermo Traba, for Team Argentina, they'll pick up Karina Paula Gomez for that repechage. But picking up a chance at the Paralympic Games. Reaps the leg and reaps the reward. So we're on to the quarterfinals now. Ukraine and Kazakhstan. And there she is, Ansela Havrisuk. Havrisuk from Revin in Ukraine. Alfia Telikbal took one big win, did the 17-year-old, the teenage sensation from Atria in Kazakhstan, against a 26-year-old Ukrainian. And there she is, the World Championship bronze medalist, European champion in Calgary as well. Tikbal, of course, inside the top 16 at the World Championships in Baku and 4th at the Asian Games. Well, Mihailo Romankiewicz, the Ukrainian coach, have they helped design a game plan here? Miranbek Betov, the personal coach of the Kazakh athlete, I'm sure, watching on too. And if you're watching on for the first time, 4 minutes. Both athletes have the red dot on their back. That signifies they're in the J1 category, so they are legally blind. The J2 category is a visual impairment of a different category, but this, of course, the main category is to try and get the work away. It's the minus 57 kilogram quarter-final. And there's Mihailo Romankiewicz, the coach, giving out the encouragement. And of course, the only difference from Olympic judo is they start off gripped up as they try to get a position to score the throw. Throw them on their back completely with speed and control. You'll get the ippon. Dump them onto their side. You'll get wazari. 2 wazaris equals a win. And if you're too passive, if you're doing negative judo, basically sticking your backside out, keeping your arms and legs away, you'll get a penalty. As we see Miranbek Yasmin Betov, the coach, looking on for Team Kazakhstan. You can also do the groundwork here. And try and get your opponent to tap and submit to, say, Matai. Shido is wiped away. Yellow card against Kazakhstan. Not confirmed there by the match chair and the video review team. If you do get 3 of those yellow cards, it can be over, but trying to get the push over there. Rafaya Telekbal. She had a good win earlier on in her first matchup. Just tucking up into her shell here, Angela Havrisyuk, and that's why the referee's going to say pause, get back up. And if you are new to it, the referee traces the either ippon, which is like a straight line for I for ippon, W for the wazari, X for any shido. That's the little penalties that you saw. Angela Havrisyuk has been tucked up and down on the mat, just keeping her arms in. Doesn't want to give away a space for any arm bar technique, which can be used. I feel like Tilakbal been separated again. She's done all the running so far, has the 17-year-old, pushed the game. Still a couple of minutes to go. Mihailo Romankiewicz, the coach in the Ukrainian corner, looking a little bit concerned. Yasminabitov, the coach for Kazakhstan, keeping the pressure on, just making sure that his charge knows what to do, tries to get the opportunity to take the leg and throw the opponent over. Halfway stage now. Well, there's what the coach is seeing, and also trying to convey it's a good packed house here at the Champ de Mars Arena. Mercifully not too noisy, as we see the Shido this time added. 3 of those yellow cards as you look up to the top left of your screen. Let the game over. Havrisyuk almost having her way there. Breathing heavily now. Tilakbal. And worry not, the gong show continues. That was on mat number 1, 2 match running consecutively. France, of course, a great judo nation, absolutely packed here. It's just a little video review running on our court here. And we'll wait for that pronouncement. Not privy to exactly what's going on here. But a straight up arm in the air as an ippon. Arm across to the side, wazari. Neither score needed in this one. Tilakbaya and Havrisyuk, Kazakhstan and Ukraine, trying to get into the Paralympic Games semi-final. So set to grip. Alfaya Tilakbal from Kazakhstan, trying to get that sacrifice throw position. She's the teenager in white, but they're tangled up in blue on the yellow tatami. Going to her back now, but it wasn't in one continuous movement, so the referee may not start the clock. Having a good look at it. There we are. Arm is down now. It's a separate movement. If this goes to 20, it's going to be won by Ippon. The energy perhaps running out for Alfaya Tilakbal. Angela Haversiuk from Ravine back in Ukraine. Couple more seconds and she's going to take that. Ippon, the declaration given, a pat on the back there from Alfaya Tilakbal from Kazakhstan. She'll be disappointed, of course, but she couldn't have tried any harder. The youngster from Atrieu, the 17-year-old, will now move into that repechage grouping. A confirmation then from the referee will be given. And from the Ukraine, Angela Haversiuk gets her judo gi nicely tidied up, and she tidies up that quarter-final. Into the semi-final she goes. Win by Ippon, Angela Haversiuk. And the referee will now escort them off the mat. From the tatami to the semi-finals goes Ukraine, Angela Haversiuk. And of course, still a chance for Alfaya Tilakbal. She will go into that repechage grouping. Obviously in tears, disappointed but delighted on this side of the mat. So here we go now. India against Venezuela, the quarter-final of the men's under 60 kilograms. Kapil Parmar against Marcos Denis Blanco. So here he comes, Parmar Kapil from Lucknow in India. Well, we have some luck now in this one, the 24-year-old. Marcos Denis Blanco coming into this one, the number 9 seed, the 32-year-old from Higuerto, just outside Caracas. Craig Bartlett just inside of the centre of the tatami. And there he is, top 20 at the World Championships, silver at the last Asian Games for our Indian athlete in blue. And there he is, Denis Blanco Marcos, and Denis Marcos, of course, a 5th place at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo, bronze at the World Championships in 2022. And Oviedo Almeida, the coach in the corner. And Munwar Anzar Ali Siddiqui, the coach for Team India. You can see the difference, of course. And this is a perfect test of judo. The philosophy is about minimum effort, maximum efficiency. So the size of the opponent not critical. It's the size of the fight within the athlete and the knowledge needed. Kapil Parmar took up judo in 2014, and he did it because I've always enjoyed fighting with my friends at school. My teachers told me I should pick a sport to use my energy a little better. He's been energised. And the man from Lucknow keeping the pressure on. Oviedo Almeida there on the right-hand side of your screen, the coach. Denis Blanco Marcos almost forced into a bit of difficulty there. Yep, the referee stands him up. Not a full execution of the technique. Well, they carried the flag at the opening ceremony in Santiago, Chile for the Pan American Games. Did Marcos, the man in blue, carrying the charge now. The 2-time Paralympian. And it was his cousin that took him to the gym. He was battling with depression after losing his vision. And there he discovered judo. And he has plenty of encouragement ever since. Oviedo Almeida, somewhat of a mentor as well. And his philosophy, keep going. If you have any difficulty, use your discipline and move on. Within ourselves lies solutions. Let's be positive. And he's been positive so far. He's had to be. Parmar Capio trying to capitalise. A big roar from Tatami 1, making it hard for the coaches to get their instructions out. Munwar Anzar Ali Siddiqui coaching the Indian corner. But Team France enjoying the work on mat 1. Hope you're enjoying the best of it on mat 2, wherever you are. Great to have you with us, both men just tapping away, pretending to look busy, rather than just trying to reap either the inside or the outside of the leg. Tried that time. Decent attempt, and it is going to be confirmed by the referee. Obviously trying to confirm and communicate that now to Kapil Parmar. The Ippon was signalled. And a great atmosphere and moment now for Kapil Parmar. Waiting for confirmation from the centre referee. And there it is, win by Ippon from India. Kapil Parmar goes into the semi-finals. Dennis Blanco Marcos, the man from Venezuela, into the repechage. But they leave arm in arm with their coaches coming back for the semis. Pamal Parwar and Kapil has capitalised here. Well, the fans really enjoying themselves. A packed arena here. Champ de Mars of every generation. The ear defenders on just to drown out the full capacity crowd, and also the frige, the bonnet frige, and that's the hat there. But who will be hats off in this one? Sam Mesam Banitaba Koram Abadi, and Sayed Abadi goes against this man here, Xu Jiwen. Roland Poitier from Austria in charge of this one. So final encouragement from both coaches. Mohammad Reza Haji Yusufzadeh, the Iranian coach, and Li Yuhua, coach in the corner for the People's Republic of China. And there he is, Sayed Abadi, the world champion, 35-year-old, also the Asian Para Games champion in Hangzhou, where he overcame this young man on the right-hand side of your screen. Zhu Xiwen, the 23-year-old. You start up in the gripping position. If you're brand new to it, throw your opponent onto the back for Ippon. With speed and control, throw them onto the side for Wazari. 2 Wazaris will be a chance to get that full score, going in for the score straight away there. Sayed Mesam Banitbada Koram Abadi. The other ways to win are by holding your opponent down for 20 seconds or getting them to tap and submit. The way you don't want to win, not so much on the yellow mat, but the yellow cards. Shido's, 3 of those, and out you go. Mohammad Reza Haji Yusufade, the coach in the corner. Both men looking for that dominant grip position. So Iran working hard here. Said Mesam, Banipada Khurram Abadi, the world champion. Li Yuhua, the coach in the corner for Team China, and it is the People's Republic of China working away. A little conversation on the inside from the referee as they get to grips with each other. Zhu Jiwen trying to go for that grip over the overhook to try and get that throw. Good attempt there from the man from the People's Republic of China. Can he force it over and force a big upset? No, he cannot. Look at the strength there. Syed Abadi. The referee gives that hand signal. Mate, just the pause to stand them up again. First Shido penalty warning, yellow card given. I wonder if that's been wiped away there. Yes, it is. And if you're given that little window wiper hand signal, which means a yellow card gone. Mesam Sayed, Banipada Khurram Abadi. Big name, big pedigree. Can he get the hold down here for the 20 seconds? The referee's having a look at it. Yeah, this is the first signal now. Look at the top left of your screen. Zhu Jiwen, to his great credit, trying to bridge and push out of it, trying to spin the shoulders over. But the Ippon has been signalled there. Syed Mesam, Banipada Khurram Abadi. It's been a good day for Syed Abadi. The Ippon confirmed. Zhu Jiwen will go into the repechage contests. But from the Islamic Republic of Iran, Syed Mesam, Banipada Khurram Abadi. Shad Bosh to him, which is congratulations in Farsi. And so Farsi, so good day for him. Into the semi-finals now. Syed Abadi. Men's under 60 kilogram J1 classification. Elton de Oliveira against Abdelkader Boumer. Brazil against Algeria. Elton de Oliveira, the 28-year-old from Manaus, living now in Sao Paulo. Abdelkader Boumer on the way into this one. Katalina Friedrich from Hungary will take charge of this. And we'll also be giving any hand signals to those that need help with their hearing. Some of the athletes are blind and have difficulty in hearing, so you can have blind and deaf. If you did have that, it would be a red dot for a blind athlete and a yellow dot for deaf. But Abdelkader Balmer on the right hand side of your screen from Algeria, and the man from Manaus, the Brazilian, the big man, ranked number 5 at the World Championships, silver at the Pan American Games in Chile. And his dream was to compete at the Paralympic Games. He's made that dream come true. I'm sure Jamie Berganza, the coach in the corner, will have given him plenty of encouragement. And he said that judo helped him get away from bad habits and give him a more positive focus in his life. And winning that Pan American silver medal put him on the podium in Santiago, Chile. And pretty chilly here in the arena, but heating up nicely on the tatami. So judo, of course, all about that action and reaction, trying to promote a mistake through the dominant grip, but both men keeping their hips well back from each other. Tried for the drop se anago technique. Did Elielton do Oliveira? Four-minute matchups, of course, can go to the golden score. They'd have to go to the reaches of their stamina. Good step up there to Oliveira. Eltion did not want to stay stuck with his back on the mat. First Judo, first penalty there. Going against Abdelkader Balmer, the man in blue, takes the yellow card. So Ippon, of course, the objective to get the kind of knockout blow. If you can get that, it's all over. You have to throw your opponent onto the back with great speed and skill. If you do that, but almost not quite with the same speed and control, you'll get a Wazari. 2 Wazaris equals Ippon. Other ways to win is like this: get them on their back, try and force them down. The referee will stand them up for their safety there. That one getting a little bit tangled up.
In the white judo gi, representing Ukraine,
So deep into this quarter-final contest now. Brazilian de Oliveira Elton working hard. Abdelkader Balmer, the shorter man, doing well to keep himself in a defensive position. Not too passive though. Trying, if he can, to get the turnover. Get the arm out, but not going to happen. So everything about that action and reaction. And of course, with the athletes being completely blind, they're using their fingertips like an extra set of vision, being able to feel and judge, just as the Olympic judoka does, to find the strengths and weaknesses. And sometimes you think, oh, go to the side that's weak. A lot of times they'll play to the side that's strong to try and set something up. And there's a Wazari, that was a half score. So Abdelkader Balmer gets that first half score on the board. If it to end right now, he'd be the winner. Hence the consternation. Jaime Bragança, the coach, in the corner. A little bit more calm for Team Algeria. Still a lot of time. Trying to reap the inside of the leg there. You have Osoto and Kosotogari options. Of course, Judo emerging from Jiu-Jitsu and emerging from Japan, hence the terminology. Not easy to get to grips with, but easy to get to grips with what's happening here. A minute and some change. Abdelkader Balmer. Can he cause a big upset against the World Championship fifth placer? Silver medalist from the Paralympic Games, De Oliveira Ailton. Tried with that Uchimata attempt to sweep the leg up between the opponents. The Algerian keeping it tight, keeping the elbows in close, not presenting any opportunity, did well to avoid the big throw there. Has he put himself in trouble? No, he hasn't. He's done well to get out of this. Trying to force that hold down. The clock ticks. It's in trouble now. Omar Abdelkader, can he get to the outside in the safety of the mat? He cannot. Ailton De Oliveira, the number 5 at the World Championships, is out of the Paralympic Games. Omar Abdelkader, what a performance from him. We'll wait for confirmation, and there it is, holding his opponent down for the requisite 10. Abdelkader takes the win. Into the repechage goes Ailton De Oliveira of Brazil. Final bout. And a semi-final opportunity for this man here. So time now for Portugal and Indonesia.
In the white judo representing Portugal,
Manuel Vieira, originally from Angola and now living in Lisbon. And Junaidi from Indonesia, from Garut. Paralympic Games debut for him. Against the two-time Paralympian Miguel Vieira. And there he is, the Portuguese judoka, 5th at the World Championships most recently, and the European Championships gold medal in Rotterdam. I'm sure his 3 sons and daughters will be cheering him on, as will Jerónimo Ferreira, the coach in the corner for the man who took the sport up aged 26. So 13 years later, at his 2nd Paralympic Games. putting the pressure on Junaida straight away. Big dominant grip, big power moves against the Asian Para Games bronze medalist who tries to do the sacrifice throw. The speed already stepping up. Well, the Indonesian coaching team of Lee Yong-il from the Republic of Korea and Imam Kunkoro. And the man in blue started with chess, with swimming, with athletics, so he's got a bit of a repertoire in terms of sport. Doesn't want it to be checkmate early here though. And a friend of mine, he says, told me about para judo, and I finally thought, I'm going to have a go at this. He did. And he's making his Paralympic Games debut now. And he says his parents would always remind him there's a strength behind every weakness. It's exactly the kind of motto of judo, turning their opponent's strengths against them. Miguel Vieira looking calm. He was born in Angola, the man on the left. Moved to Lisbon to get medical treatment for his vision. Setting his sights on the semi-finals. A chance to advance here. With his degree in communications and public relations, I'm sure he can get a bit of promotion. A bit of self-promotion, but trying to promote that. Little trip on the inside there. It's a Sai opportunity to try and get the score on the board there for Indonesia's judoka Junai. And Junadai trying to come up again. Steps up. No scores. And from Garut here, trying to push forward. The Asian Games, or the Pan. Yong-il, the coach, looking on. Neither man committing to anything major just yet. Good defensive work, tries to hook the inside of the leg, goes for the sacrifice throw position. The ippon has been signalled. Could be Junaida from Indonesia. It's going to be confirmed. Well, they had to dig in there. There was a chain of moves there. Couldn't get the first one, had to turn it over. Lee Yong-il, the coach, will be absolutely delighted once this is confirmed. The hand signal in the air for Indonesia. We'll just have a little look at the video review. I'll be hoping that it doesn't get waved off. But it was 3 moves back to back. As we see the back of the Indonesian coach, Lee Yong-il. But we're looking for the arms of our centre referee. Which way does the decision go? If there's a kind of waving gesture, it's going to be wiped away. And a straight arm in the air will be ippon. And it is indeed confirmed. Junaida, the man from Garut in Indonesia. Great performance from him. Puts himself now into the semi-finals of the Paralympic Games for the first time. A smile there on the coach's face. Lee Yong-il will be delighted with the work of his charge as Indonesia's Junaida makes it into the semi-finals. So the business end of the competition, the quarterfinals. Plenty of work has been done to now put themselves into semi-final opportunities and repechage, as we see that semi-final for India and Iran. In the men's under 60 kilograms J1 grouping, the corresponding semi-final between Algeria and, as we just saw there, Indonesia.
If you're visually impaired or not familiar with the rules of Judo, the free share solution for you. Use Paris 2024's audio description and non-commentary service to better understand what's happening on the field of play from the stands. Download the official Paris 2024 app, ensure you're logged into your account, and start listening.
And the women's under 57 kilograms J1 grouping, the semi-finals for China and Canada, and for the USA against Ukraine. So a bit of running repairs, cleaning on tatami number 2 as the action continues on tatami number 1.
In the blue judo gi, representing Chile,
And don't worry, you will not miss a single second of tatami number 2. As soon as the athletes are ready for the repechage and semi-finals, you'll be enjoying that as we work to a conclusion on mat number 1.
vainqueur tapis numéro 1, en blanc pour la Géorgie.
The winner of tatami 1, representing Georgia, Zorabiani.
Sur le tapis numéro 1, prochain combat, demi-finale, catégorie féminine moins de 48 kilos, J1.
So some semi-finals ongoing on mat number 1. On mat number 2, we're waiting for the repechage contests, which will kick off with the men's under 60 kilograms. Zhu Xiwen will be up first. Do stick with us, that will be in just a couple of minutes' time.
Et se présente en judo bleu, pour le Japon.
In the blue judo gi, representing Japan, Hungary, Shizuka.
Hareketlendirme onu. Eğilme. Evet. Güzel. Kapat. Evet. Boğazı kapat. Aferin kızım. Aynı şekilde. Ecem, eğilme kızım. Sen ona hareketlendir, sen yapacaksın önce. Evet, kendi kolunu al, bırakma boşta. Sol kolun boşta kalmasın. Sol kol. Şimdi yap bir teknik. Diğer tarafa. Onun soluna. Ecem, onun soluna. Çok kumuk adaya ona uyma. Kolunu boz. Ecem, hadi kızım hadi. Teknik lazım. Kendi soluna yürü. Kendi soluna yürü.
Sur le tapis numéro 2, prochain combat, repêchage catégorie masculine moins de 60 kg, J1.
Next on tatami 2, the men's under 60 kilogram J1 repechage.
So time now for the repechage contests. The last chance opportunity to make it into bronze medal contention. Vitu Kongsuk, our man from Thailand, the 43-year-old.
In the blue judo gi, representing Brazil,
Ailton de Oliveira, ranked number 2 in this one. The 28-year-old from Sao Paulo, originally from Manaus. Craig Bartlett, our man from New Zealand, in charge of proceedings in this one. Tabasat Pangkom, the coach for Team Thailand, guiding his athlete in. Likewise, Jaime Bragança. And there is Vitun. 7th place at the Asian Para Games. And Ailton de Oliveira, World Championships, finished in the top 5, and Pan American Games silver medalist as well. So the opportunity to get into the bronze medal contest straight away, trying to reap the leg and the reward for the big throw. If you're brand new to para judo, this is the J1 category. The athletes are blind, so that's why they're guided by the referees. We're guided by a possibility of a choke here. If the opponent taps out, it says Matai. They would have to concede. Good defensive work so far. Ailton de Oliveira, can he get the referee to stand him up? He can. He does it himself. Saves himself from the ignominy of having to tap out there. Vitun Kongsuk. Then try to turn over and get the arm bar on. So if there's any tap out, the referee will stand him up. So Mati the call, and we're back underway. So getting the big ippon, getting the big win and landing the throw, confirmed by the referee. And there is confirmation then. He was in a little bit of difficulty early, Ailton de Oliveira, but turns it around and takes his spot now into the bronze medal contests. Kongsuk Viton from Thailand defeated there. And there is a confirmation. Ailton de Oliveira into the Paralympic Games semi-final for the first time ever.
Next, on to Tommy 2, the women's under 57 kilogram J1 semi-final.
Women's under 57 kilogram J1 grouping now. Canada and People's Republic of China going in this one. The chance to make it into the Paralympic Games final. Xu Yizhi, the Asian Para Games champion, flanked there by her coach Lee Yuha. Well, Priscilla Gagne, can she Gagne here? French, of course, to win. Kathleen Friedrich will be keeping a close watch on all the proceedings here. Welcome to Para Judo. If it's your first time ever, it's certainly not the first time on the mat for both of these fantastic judokas as they make their way into this one. And there she is, the 24-year-old from Chenzhou. And Priscilla Gagné, Paralympic Games silver medalist from Tokyo. This is now her third Paralympic Games, and the world silver medalist in blue. Looked in very good form. She was a flag bearer in Tokyo. She's bearing the responsibility now for Team Canada to try and get this one into the final. From Everest College in Barrie. And she cites the importance of Andres Sadej, her coach. For the last 10 years has guided her, pushed her to the limit. And she says, from my perspective, he is everything. He does everything that we need. He guides us, pushes us to our limits and beyond. And I trust him completely. That trust is going to be needed. And of course, likewise for the People's Republic of China, Li Yuha working away here. Part of the Hunan provincial team back in 2014, 10 years later, at her first Paralympic Games. Can she make her first final? And if you're new to judo, you want to get the ippon to score, as we see there, the Chinese coach, Li Yuha. Trying to get the big throw there. If you get the full throw onto their back with speed and control, you'll get the ippon. If you can get their arm out, you can get them to submit. And they're also half point scored if you almost throw them on the back, if you get them onto their side, or indeed hold them down for less than 20 seconds. But we're now into the territory of possibilities for the Paralympic Games finals. All semi-finals all the way through now. Contrasting coaches. Andres Sadej, the coach originally from Poland. Tries with a big throw. There was the first signal there for the Wazari. That was halfway to victory. The referee waving away the clock. There was just a little clock starting in your top left. You can ignore that. But what can't be ignored, Shi Yuji from the People's Republic of China with the first Wazari on the board. And of course, in this J1 category, you see the red dots on the back of the judo gi. That's the uniform. So the athletes are completely blind. J2 category, different field of vision. We're here in this under 57 kilogram field. All to throw for. The first Wazari becomes a second. And in a flash, Shi Yuji is into the Paralympic Games final. It will be confirmed by our centre referee, looking for the signal. And there it is. Coach delighted. The hand offered there. A warm embrace between Shi Yuji and Priscilla Gagné. But Gagné means to win. There wasn't a chance for Priscilla to do that. She will go for the bronze medal. But Shi Yuji in good performance there. Her first ever Paralympic Games final. She takes the win. Can she go one further? Big moments now. Liana Mutaya, the 25-year-old, by way of the Philippines. Azela Haversiuk on the way into this one. Roland Poitier, our Austrian referee, arm in arm with the judokas. That's the name of the athletes. And that is, of course, because they are in the J1 category. So they're guided in by the referee. The only difference now, as we see the route through for Angela Haversiuk, is that they will start up in a gripped up position. It's the only difference between that and the Olympic Judo. But here at the Paralympic Games, the semi-final now, Liana Mutaya and Angela Haversiuk have 4 minutes to try and get themselves into their first ever Paralympic Games final. Mutaya was 9th back in Tokyo. Encouragement being given there. Mihailo Romankovic, the coach in the corner. A few USA cheers presenting that small target. Angela Haversiuk tucking up on the inside. And from the El Idrissi Judo Academy. The world bronze medalist from the USA. And what you see is so impressive for the athletes. Once they've went through the throes of trying to get the throws, if the referee has to bring them together, they will stand still and wait for the referee. So of course an individual sport, but the teamwork there, but who can make the dream work, trying to get things going, with Haversiuk and Mutaya. So in judo, of course, you want to control the upper body, almost like a steering wheel, with the lapel and the sleeve to try and turn the opponent, and then any footwork to step and try and tip them over onto their back or onto their side for that half-point score. Mutaya trying to perhaps get that choke hold on, but the referee's going to stand them up. Mate is called. That means to pause. The other ways to win, of course, are by 3 penalties, known as shidos. There's Ayo in blue, Shiro in white. They're getting the chance to try and push towards the final to go for gold. So if you intentionally break the grip, if you intentionally are passive, the referee will give you a yellow card. Concern now for Team USA business end. And from the Philippines to Philadelphia, it's been the route of Liana Mutaya. Can she make the route through to the Paralympic Games final here? So I'm sure you can imagine, if you've done judo before, you know exactly what this feels like. Yeah, forearms are burning, legs similar, both going into the deep reaches of their stamina now. Can she get the arm out here for an arm lock? The answer is no. Angela Haversiuk, the 26-year-old in blue, breathing heavily now. Heavy instructions coming from Mihailo Romankovic. Team USA, Cam in the coaching corner. Trying to go for the drop Seonagu attempt. Drops a little bit short. Well, the drum beat from the crowd, trying to give some encouragement, but neither finding the rhythm. The reason for that, the Paralympic Games final. The reward for victory here. The referee leads them back to the centre of the tatami. Past the halfway stage now, a minute and a half to decide who's going to make it into the Paralympic Games final. Liana Mutaya in white, Angela Haversiuk, of course, in blue. The chance to go for gold, trying to come forward. The red dots on their back signifying that they are legally blind athletes. That's the J1 category. So their coaches acting as their eyes, but also filling their ears with plenty of thoughts and options. The battle of strength, so impressive from both Haversiuk and Mutaya. The Ukrainian almost had an option to get that leg inside, fire up for the possible Uchimata, but it doesn't matter so far because it's still scoreless. Just the one Shido, little yellow card against Liana Mutaya. Hand signal again from the referee to pause, to stand up. Fully focused, trying to catch her breath now. Liana Mutaya, can she catch out Haversiuk? I think just an explanation here from the referee, just to get things going, be a little bit more aggressive and expansive as they reach towards the edge of the mat, almost getting the inside hook with that front leg, if you like. You have Osoto and Kosotogari options to hook the leg and to push forward, but neither working out there. Liana Mutaya jumps onto the back there of Angelique Haversiuk, but the referee says no, we're going to stand this one up. Into the last 30 seconds, we could be going towards golden score territory. That would be the first to score, would be in the Paralympic final. Still 30 seconds to go. Pretty much the first to score here will make it as well. Not much time left. Who can find the answers to advance in France? Going for it, Liana Mutaya. Has she got the opportunity to turn it over there? Looking for the Wazari minimum. Well, both on their knees, sucking in air from the rafters here. Hard work. Who's it going to pay off for? Ukraine or USA? Angela Haversiuk, hands on her knees. She is feeling the pace. Liana Mutaya will be able to feel that in the fingertips, but they're not really gripped up properly. Trying for that Seoinage attempt. The referee signals the Wazari. Is it going to score for the USA? Liana Mutaya. Has she got the answer right at the end? They'll wait for confirmation. She's got it. Signal from the video review team to say yes, it was a legitimate score. Liana Mutaya fires herself into the Paralympic Games final. The Philadelphia fighter makes the difference. Angela Haversiuk, she will have her say as she goes for bronze as they embrace here, but for the USA, Liana Mutaya into the Paralympic Games final. Emotions there for both coaches, contrasting. Mutaya on fire and into the final. Men's under 60 kilogram J1 semi-final now between India and the Islamic Republic of Iran. Kapil Parmar all smiles, along with Munawar Anzar Ali Siddiqui, the coach in the corner. Syed Mesam Banataba Koramabadi. Kind of little shiatsu massage there from the Team India coach. And coaching the Iranian will be Mohammad Reza Haji Yusufzadeh. Kapil Parmar's route through there. The man from Lucknow will be needing all of his luck right now to make it through. Syed Abadi made it through against Zhu Jiwen. Eyes down look in, 4 minutes to decide who's going into the Paralympic game final. Throw your opponent in the back for Ippon, and you've done it. Throw them onto the side and you're halfway there. The athletes start gripped up in the centre. Tries to dig the hip into the heel there to get that force over. Kapil Parmar being aggressive. Encouragement given there from Mohammad Reza. Looking for that dominant grip. Going for the lapel in the sleeve this time is the Iranian. Both players bridging straight away to get themselves out of danger. If you hold your opponent down after a throw for 20 seconds, you will also win by Ippon. But that has to be in one continuous movement. Concern there, Munawar Anzar Ali, the coach in the corner for Team India. Almost that kind of jiu-jitsu position there. Where the sport originates from, back in Japan, of course. Great atmosphere building here in the Champ de Mars arena. In the shadows of the Eiffel Tower. Who can emerge into the light here? The lustre of gold possible. Who can make it into the final? The first Shido warning given there to Kapil Parmar. 3 of those and you're out. been the same tactic every time for the man from Lucknow in India. Hit the deck, fall backwards, try for the sacrifice throw, look busy. Scrambling up and out. Sayed Abadi. Collar grip there from the Indian. Going for the lapel, the inside grip with the left hand as the man from Iran tries to sprawl, get that leg through the calf and trip his opponent up. Kapil Parmar having a couple of complaints there. Both men being dragged towards the edge of the tatami. Defensive work, neither really committing. Plenty of atmosphere here in the Champ de Mars. Who can make the breakthrough now? Kapil Parmar, the Indian, he's in white. Syed Mesam, Banitaba, Khurram Abadi getting the first Wazari on the board. That's the half-point score. Still a couple of minutes for Kapil Parmar to respond. Just waiting for that score to be confirmed by the video review jury team. It's been wiped away. Ippon instead, the man from Iran. It was a full land on the back, not just the side. He lands a spot in the Paralympic Games final. Kapil Parmar cannot believe it. He's dejected, but delight now for Syed Mesam, Banitaba, Khurram Abadi into the Paralympic Games final, sending his love around the arena. Lots to love there for Mohammad Reza Haji Yousafzadeh. And a chance to go for Paralympic glory now for the Islamic Republic of Iran. Syed Mesam, Khurram Abadi, Syed. Kapil Parmar will have to go for the bronze. The man from India will battle it out. The man from Iran had the plan, and he's in the final. Up next on tatami number 2 in the semi-finals, Algeria against Indonesia. Abdelkader Bouma, the 41-year-old, is in, representing that flag there. Algeria's finest, going against Indonesia's very best. Well, Junaidi looking busy and ready as E. Jong-il, the coach, guides him in. John Ramekers, our Dutch referee, will be guiding both men around the tatami, also handing out any big scores. And there he is, the 41-year-old. The recovering from injury recently. He's looked good so far. Junaida, the 28-year-old from Garut, Indonesia. Took up Para Judo in 2016 after being inspired by the Paralympic Games. He used to do lots of different sports like swimming, athletics, even chess, but it didn't suit him. Says he's found his calling here in judo. Can he create the call to get the scores up on the board early? If you hold your opponent down for 20 seconds, the referee will have a look at this as a possibility. Gets the elbow across the forehead. Junaida being stood up again. The clock didn't start. It wasn't in one continuous movement. So both athletes in the J1 category, both blind athletes. Shiro, the athlete in white. Ao, the judoka in blue. And it's the judo gi, that's the uniform they wear. Tries to get a little trip of the foot there on the way through to Junaida, but he was denied. Goes for it again this time, not far away. Good defensive work from Boomer Abdul Kader. Packed house here at the Champ de Mars. Both men doing their best to concentrate in this cauldron of atmosphere. French athletes competing on tatami number 1 will do well to hear their coaches over this. As they grip up again, who's got the dominant position? Both men keeping their hips well back, bridging their legs to stay far away. And they're not far away from the edge of the mat, so the referee's going to bring them back in again. Concern on the face, Abdelkader Boumer. Just off to the right here. They're going to do a little bit of medical support here for Junaida. It's nothing too serious, just a scratch to the hand, as we see Lee Yong-il, the coach from the Republic of Korea, representing, of course, Indonesia. The thoughts of Boomer Abdelkader must be of how to score. And here he is, just going through the self-talk. Just some minor repairs here, just to the finger of Junaida. A little bit of blood has appeared on it, so making sure he's okay to continue. And he is. He's now been led back in. The Algerian, biggest moment ever, Paralympic debut. Can he make it into a first ever final? Junaida is back. Sproul shoots for that sing. Oh, almost there. Hook the leg and turn it over. In the tangle of limbs, the referee calls pause, bring them back up. So it's about action and reaction, just trying to change the angles. Bit of misdirection, tries for that throw over there, but landing on the stomach of no use in terms of scores. Neither man over-committing here at the halfway stage, keeping their hips well back out of the way. Circling, trying to get some sort of momentum, misdirection, but the referee's going to direct them back to the centre. Gripping up in the centre, but going towards the edge of the tatami again. The Seoinage attempt stuffed there. Looking for the chance to step round, but the referee will bring them back in. Well, a mighty roar in the background. I'll not spoil it for you, but let's just say Team France will be happy. At the moment, just the one Judo penalty. And again, I think there's the same injury that happened before, as Junaida will head back to the medical team to try and get some repairs on the finger. Yong-il concerned. He saw his athlete make it to the semi-finals. He'll be hoping that he's fit to continue. Boomer Abdelkader can only hear the boom of the arena. So concern here, just a bit of tape is being applied. I can see it's actually just beside our commentary position. The referee having a good look at it. He'll be having a little confirmation that Junaida of Indonesia is okay to continue. Yeah, it seems like it's just a scratch on the hand, so you'll probably see when he comes back out now from the medical support. Quite heavily taped now on the right hand. Yong-il giving the instructions, and you can see that heavily taped right knuckles, if you like. Omar Abdelkader, the 41-year-old, I'm sure maybe glad of that little rest. Tries for the leg sweep. Certainly somebody's strength up. Defensive work there from Junaida, digging deep into his stamina reserves here in this semi-final, Paralympic Games final possibility for either. A minute and some change. And it's a long way back up for Junaida, beginning to feel it now. You can see him breathing very heavily, super strong. The man in the under 60 kilograms. Trying to get that leg sweep, but no distance there from Junaida, far away from it. running down the clock now, last 40 seconds. Junaida, big breaths in, locking up now for the last reaches of this one. Gets the reward for it. The Wazari signalled. Can he hold him down for even longer? And the clock has stopped. Well, that Wazari looks as if it's going to be enough, you know, into the last 25 seconds. Got the armbar, looking for any possibility of a tap out here. Could be a tap out, or it could be the clock. Held down. Another 5-6 seconds and it's going to be enough. The clock ticking down on the efforts of Junaida. Umar Abdelkader, the man from Algeria, trying to advance to the Paralympic Games final for the first time here on his debut. The big gong, and he's into the final of the big show. That's exactly what it means to him. He was patient, he was poised, and here in Paris, he's into the Paralympic Games final. Umar Abdelkader. Excellent performance. Junaida, of course, was denied, and he will go into the bronze medal contests. As we wait for confirmation, just as he gets his judo gi tidied up. Respect at the core of this great martial art. But everyone's respect will have to go now to the man in white into the Paralympic Games final. A warm embrace. They couldn't be separated, you know, right until the end. But Junaida will go for bronze. Umar Abdelkader, the man from Algeria, into the final and the chance to go for gold. Women's under 57 kilogram J1 category, Uljon Amrieva of Uzbekistan against Larissa Oliveira da Silva of Brazil. And there is Uljon Amrieva, the 25-year-old number 6 seed in the J1 category. That's legally blind. There's J2, which is a different categorization of visual impairment. But all eyes now on Larissa Oliveira da Silva, the number 8 ranked from Belém in Brazil. Roland Poitier, the centre referee in charge of this one. So a chance now to make it into the Paralympic Games final. And this women's under 57 kilogram for the repechage, chance to go for that bronze. So the winner of repechage A meets the winner of repechage B to go for that bronze. Larissa Oliveira da Silva, the Brazilian, trying to get that throw across. Good use of the arm. A view from the respective coaching corners. The referee looks over to the video review team just to check for any possible score there. Larissa Oliveira da Silva, the 25-year-old from Belém, 10th at the World Championships, 5th at the Paralympic Games. She's a journalism major. I'm sure there'll be plenty of stories written about her if she can get into this bronze medal opportunity. And there was a Wazari signalled there for Uljon Amrieva. Good attempt to get the catch the leg there, that Sasai movement. Possible chokehold opportunities now. Amrieva Uljon, the taller of the two, doesn't translate to any sort of advantage, just a height difference, trying to translate to some furtive little taps to the leg just to look busy for the referee's benefit. That one was more of a commitment. Overstepping and stepping through now, trying to get the arm out. Oliveira da Silva has that one. Wazari on the board, has the lead. Da Silva and Amrieva, the right to try and get into the bronze medal contest at the moment. Uzbekistan, the marginal lead. One more of those Wasaris would be enough to create Ippon. They're a half score. So that's the one that's in the top left of your screen there. Good defensive work there from Uljon Amrieva, not letting her arm out, keeping herself in tight. You can, of course, submit your opponent if they tap, but no chances of that so far. A couple of minutes and some change to change the fortunes here for Larissa Oliveira da Silva. It's the final of the repechage. The right to go for a bronze medal. Larissa da Silva tries to drive. Creates one of her own. A Wazari a piece, but no piece given. Uljon Amrieva circling in on her. I was going to say prey here, but still got a prayer to get back into it, because that Wazari was signalled. It's went up on the stadium scoreboard. It isn't on your graphics. We're just waiting to see if that's going to be confirmed. See, if you look at the bottom left there, you'll see 1-1. Up on the top left, it still says 1-0. They're going to be sent back to grip up. So it is indeed one Wazari each for Uljon Amrieva and Oliveira da Silva. So your top left scoreboard isn't up to date yet. Trying for that decisive throw at the decisive stages now. So there's some running repairs here as we head back to the medical review corner. Jaime Bagrança and Alan Basilo, the coaches in the Brazilian corner. So the scores are tied up at 1 Wazari each. The score on your top left is not correct. The score on the stadium scoreboard is. Larissa Oliveira de Silva overbalancing the Brazilian. Almost put herself into a precarious position. The referee signalling to stand them up again. A warning there for Uljon Amrieva. Well, tapping away at the leg, tries to get the step through to reap that leg and get the possible throw. Into the last minute we go now. So the scores stand at 1 each. Decent step through there, but can't quite get any back exposure or get the arm out. And this is when your arms start to feel tired. Uljon Umraeva forcing the pace here. As you can see on the stadium scoreboard, 1 Wazari each. The top left says 1-0 for Uzbekistan. It should be 1-1. Collar grip now. Who can get a grip of the chance to make it through? Tries with the throw, gets it. The big Ippon will score. Delight there. Amrieva Uljon into that repechage final she goes. Chance to go for the bronze. Uljon Amrieva absolutely delighted there. Confirmation from the centre referee. Well, they couldn't be separated all the way through. A warm embrace now. Larissa de Silva missing out on the podium. Uljon Amrieva has a chance to go for bronze. Congratulations to Uzbekistan. Well, the warm emotions for Uzbekistan contrasted for Brazil. Disappointment for Larissa Oliveira de Silva. Couldn't have tried much harder, but that huge throw there. Only bettered by the grin. Drives with the hip. And the Uchimata, a matter of great significance for Amriel. So Argentina against Kazakhstan in the final of the repechage of the women's under 57 kilograms. Karina Gomez against Alfaya. And it's Tlikbal of Kazakhstan, just about visible in the bottom of your screen.
Next on tatami 2, the women's under 57 kilogram J1 repechage.
Et se présentant judogi blanc pour l'Argentine.
So here we go, the final of the repechage now.
Argentina,
Karina Gomez, the 39-year-old from Merlot in Argentina.
Se présentant judogi bleu pour le Kazakhstan.
In the blue judogi, representing Kazakhstan,
Alfia Tekabil, and taking centre stage, Kathleen Friedrich, our centre referee. Final bits of encouragement there from Guillermo Traba, the coach in the corner for Argentina. And similarly now from Miriambek Yeskambetov. Alfia Tekabil, significantly the taller of the two. The 17-year-old wasting no time against Paula Karina Gomez. Paralympic Games, 7th place back in Rio, 5th at the Worlds, most recently in Baku. She took a bronze as well at the Pan American Games in Chile. 4th at the Asian Championships for the teenage sensation in blue. From the Akkobe Para Judo Club back in Kazakhstan. And she actually works as a singer and recording artist in Kazakhstan. She's on song here, almost recording the first score. Miriambek Yeskambetov and Guillermo Traba looking on, giving it all the advice. Alfia Tekabil tries with that big overhook, gets the, well, at least the back of the black belt, but couldn't get the legs up in time to force that throw over. First Shido penalty warning there. I think it's about to be validated, or was it waved away? Yes, it was waved away. As quickly as the yellow card appeared, it also left. Who gets the chance to go for the bronze? It's getting rough and tousled in the centre, forcing on to, well, momentarily onto the back there for Karina Gomez. If you're down for 20 seconds, it is an ippon. If you're down for less than 20, it's a wazari. That's a half score. Big possibility of the ippon there. Confirmed for Kazakhstan. Alfia Tekabil. Wonderful moments for the teenager as they're raised to their feet there. She'll get the chance to go for the bronze medal. Is it going to be confirmed? The referee signalled it. There's a big throw onto the back. Karina Gomez, was she trying the sacrifice throw? Was she going backwards? It's going to be waved away. So if you're going backwards trying to throw your opponent, you hit the deck. It is not an ippon. So Alfia Tekabil is going to have to collect herself again. Kabil, the teenager in blue, just gasping for air now, feeling the pressure. A test of strength. She goes for the collar grip with the right hand, and with the left hand just around the bicep, trying to get free now. Goes with the overhook over the back. But Paula Carina Gomez has defended extremely well here, as the Argentine. Has she got the time to respond? Feeling the strain now, you can see it. Soaking in here is the Kazakh. And that search of stamina. When you're up close, you can feel it when your opponent is beginning to tire. Well, Carina Gomez doing her utmost here to get into this bronze medal contest. Yeah, all the training, you can see it there, just sucking in here. Alfia, she's in blue, trying to work hard. Tilakbal. Is there a hold of the arm here possibility for Paula Carina Gomez? The referee will probably stand them up. Well, absolute exhaustion now for the teenager. Hanging on. Guillermo Traba trying to give some encouragement. Likewise for Kazakhstan. Miriam Bek, Yasman Betov. You can bet now that Tilakbal is tiring. Carina Gomez, can she find something with that strength? The judoka in blue tries to let rip with it. Does she get it? There's a Wazari scored. And that was just the tiredness there from the teenager. She struggles to get back to her feet here. He's been pushed to the absolute limits. But Paula Carina Gomez from Merlo, we're just waiting for confirmation. But it is an Ippon, not a Wazari. That was the delight there. You could see it in the face. She wanted it confirmed. The emotions, the embrace. Kazakhstan's Alfia Tilakbal, the teenager, has given it everything, but look at the emotion there on the face of Guillermo Traba, the coach in the corner. Confirmation for Paula Carina Gomez. The tenacity. Twice the age of her opponent. Down the stretch though, experience and stamina counted. And the winner from Argentina is Paula Carina Gomez, with a chance to go for bronze. Marco Denis Blanco from Venezuela. From Higuerto.
In the blue judo gi, representing the People's Republic of China,
Zhu Xiwen on his way in. Anna Safrakova from Czechia will be checking on both of them, just to make sure, for the safety, of course, of the judoka. Safely through, Marcos Denis Blanco against Kapil Parmar. Tried his best. And Zhu Xiwen came up just a little short of the world champion from Iran. And they are now into this repechage final, the chance to make it for a bronze medal in the men's under-60s. If they win this, they're into that bronze medal final. Denis Blanco Marcos. Zhu Xiwen. Zhu Xiwen dropping to his back there with no real intent to throw. He's hoping that Denis Blanco Marcos would have been following him in. It is the Venezuelan trying to follow him in this time, being a bit more active now. That's the penultimate repechage in the men's under 60 kilogram contest. The clock is ticking. The referee's going to wave that off. And that Wazari was signalled. So the Wazari stands, as does the coach here, Ovidio Almeida. So they're just going to have a little discussion now with the video review team. There was one Wazari, that's the half score given for the Venezuelan. And the referee just remembering they have to grip up in the centre. Memories of the Olympic Games, that's the only difference. And here at the Champ de Mars Arena, making the difference so far is Denis Blanco. Well, Blanco was 5th place last time out in the Tokyo Paralympic Games. Trying to go one better this time and secure a medal. Wants to put himself into contention. Made his debut 10 years ago at the World Championships in Colorado Springs. Can he spring a surprise here? Or can Zhu Xiwen of the People's Republic of China show the quality that he showed against Iran? He was very, very good. But Syed Mesam Banibata Koramabadi was too good for him. That's why he's in the final. Getting that collar grip early. Marcos Denis Blanco trying to feel the collar there of Zhu Xiwen. Gets him turned over. He's got the strength difference. Zhu Xiwen. I'm going to have to try and do something a bit different now. Still plenty of time for the man in blue from the People's Republic of China. Getting to grip on the judo gi, but not really getting to grip with Dennis Marcos Blanco. Trying this time to get the arm instead. But the arm lock not going to get any time to develop. Again, going to his back every time. Zhu Jingwen. Good opportunity to try and do something a little bit different, to try and surprise Marcos Dennis Blanco. Zhu Jingwen has that Wazari as well, ties it up at 1-1. 2 half scores for both men. Tried for that drop Seoinage sacrifice throw there. Dennis Marcos Blanco, but couldn't keep the grip. Let's both get to grips here with the possibility of changing things up to get in for the bronze medal contest. If it stays like this, it would go to gold and score. A minute and some change. Who's going to change it up now? Oviedo Almeida. We'll be hoping it's this man here in the white. Marcos Dennis Blanco took the first Vazari. Responding though, Zhu Xiwen from the People's Republic of China. Still looks very fresh, doesn't he, Zhu Xiwen? His fitness imperious. But the chances thinning now as we move towards the business end of it. So the winner there, Marcos Tenis Blanco from Venezuela, into that bronze medal final.
Et se présentant en judo bleu pour le Portugal.
In the blue judo gi, representing Portugal, Miguel Vieira.
So in the men's under 60 kilogram J1, this is the final of the repechage. Ailton de Oliveira of Brazil against Vieira Miguel from Portugal. The referee getting them into position. So in this all Portuguese language class, I'm sure both coaches can understand exactly what's going on. Miguel Vieira, the Portuguese athlete, just been stood back up there. Ailton de Oliveira, excellent progress through. Unlucky against Iran not to make it through to the final opportunity, but this is the final chance for them in the last of the repechage contests. Of course, the object is to get any score on the board. An Ippon with a big throw onto the back, and Wazari would be a half score. It's just to throw them onto their side. But on their side at the moment, the Champ de Mars Arena, packed still. Good atmosphere for the judokas to get going here. So Miguel Vieira, the shorter of the two in blue. And Ailton de Oliveira using those long limbs to try and get some advantage on the way through. But both men keeping their backs away as they back away towards the last 3 minutes now of this closing stages. So Miguel Vieira, the man from Portugal, Lisbon's finest, can he get an opportunity to get anything on the board here? neither man finding any sort of physical advantage. The referee at some point will consider a Judo. That's a penalty. If you get 3 of those, 3 yellow cards, you can lose the contest. But not in that danger zone just at the moment. The business end now. Tries to reap the leg on the inside, tries to get that big throw over. The tangle of limbs settles for no score for either. Concern for Elton de Oliveira and his coach there, Jaime Bragança. Yeah, Vieira, originally from Angola, now by way, of course, of Lisbon. He came over here to Lisbon to try and get some support, some help. And says that everything is possible if we believe in ourselves. So that self-belief required now, because he's down the stretch. Tries with that little furtive leg sweep there to try and get the throw over. So the lapel grip, both men going for the sleeve on the opposite side as they turn round to us. With the hips very far back now from Miguel Vieira from Portugal, not engaging. Needs to drive as we drive towards the last minute now. Feeling the collar and feeling the strength now. Elton Oliveira and the Brazilian standing pretty upright in the centre, tries to go with that sacrifice throw position, digs his heels into the hips there of Miguel Vieira. Encouragement now from the Brazilian coaching corner. Pretty impassive for Team Portugal. For Judo for being too passive. 3 of those yellow cards, it would be over, but we're into the last minute. If it's not decided in regulation time, it'll be golden score, the first 2 score. Tries for the cross of the feet. To step through there does Elton de Oliveira, the Brazilian. And as the EPON was signalled there, is it going to be validated? Elton de Oliveira will be hoping so. Has a look over at the video review juror just to confirm as the centre referee. And there is confirmation for us. Elton de Oliveira waiting for the signal from the centre referee, and there it is. Into the bronze medal contest he goes. Congratulations to Brazil. Had the will and the skill. Can he get the thrill of a Paralympic Games bronze medal? Miguel Vieira gave his best, the man from Portugal, but it's Elton de Oliveira of Brazil has the chance to go for the bronze medal in the men's under 60 kilogram contest. That bronze medal matchup, and indeed all of the medal matchups, will be coming in the second session. It's first class from this man here, Elton de Oliveira, going for bronze. And of course we'll be going towards some big matchups in that second session. Check your local listings for the times. due to begin here at 1600 local time. And it'll be medals all the way. Well, a warm embrace from both former rivals, and hope you've warmly embraced the quality of content on show here. Judo delivering here in the Champ de Mars. And they've delivered some special moments all the way through as that completes our opening session on day one. And in the next session, of course, it will be medals in the women's under 48s, men's under 60s, and indeed the women's under 57 matchup. So lots to look forward to in those medal matches, lots to enjoy from today as well. Wonderful highlights and wonderful moments here from the Champ de Mars arena at the Judo as the fans make their way out. They'll be making their way back. We hope you will too, because it will be time for the medals here on day one at the Para Judo. For the moment from the Champ de Mars arena, it's goodbye for now.